You're listening to Love Bollywood on Asian Network. We're coming live from Bangkok. This is IFA Weekend. And we have... Yes, Ash, I know. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we're in a little wee bed and breakfast. Yep, it is luxurious. And the team haven't even offered them a cup of tea or coffee. Ash,
But you guys are shocking.
it's terrible.
It's shocking.
Look at them all rushing now.
You were more interested in the football from our news.
Yeah, I just want to know. I support Chelsea, so I want to know who the manager is. I heard
enjoy
a rumor that Rijkaard is going to become the manager, so we just want
Do you know
to
what? Raj and Pablo just love Bollywood, so we don't know anything about football.
cricket.
You can tell he's not sporty, can't you?
I'm from Glasgow, from Scotland. We play rounders.
That guy's, there's been, people write things about, especially when, two celebrities get married, and then, there's a film coming out, and it's almost like people want it to fail, and, gossip starts happening.
No, there's been a lot of negativity, with the press and with people saying, okay, Ram Gopal Varma ki Ag didn't do well, Sarkar too, what are they doing? They want you guys to fall flat. That has not happened. Does that affect you personally? Do you get hurt by these things?
Yeah.
Be human. I mean, you're bound. Negativity cannot evoke, just to sit back and enjoy kind of response. Obviously, it hurts. Most creative people are super sensitive, and it's very evident by what we do. We're dealing with emotions all the time. Of course, you get hurt.
I disagree with you. It's not about just being creative. I think at the end of the day, like she said, you're a human being. We just have to accept the fact that we get spoken about on a daily basis on a public platform. You do realize that you're a public figure. This is what you chose to do, and it all comes with the territory. It's fine. You accept that and you carry on. But yes, it does get personal, and yes, it does hurt. I mean, we'd be liars if we said we didn't.
But what do you do then?
What makes you happy is you come and sit with Raj and Pablo, and then Geet comes on the phone and she says these wonderful things, and you say, that's you know what? That's what actually matters. What matters is what your audience thinks.
And they're very
honest. It takes one person.
They tell you what they want.
It takes one person to make your day. I remember when I first started off acting, my films weren't doing well, and it used to be like a constant barrage from everywhere, and you have to wake up every Friday and read about yourself being ridiculed in the national newspaper. And I remember I went, which is pretty customary for all of us, after release we went to a theatre, and this one old lady came up to me, and she was very old and frail, and she put her hand on my head and she said, Jeete ro beta. And I said, thank you. And she said, I just love the work you do and carry on doing it. And that one moment gave me
gives you so much
the confidence and strength to carry on doing.
God.
And that's when you realize that, we're human, it hurts, but you're here for a greater good, which is to entertain the audience and is to put a smile on their face. And yes, there are going to be good reviews, there are going to be bad reviews, there are going to be personal reviews. You have to take it, but it does hurt. But at the end of the day, it's all worth it.
I think, and you've got great examples, and today he's Pa, but he's always been Amit a senior, very accomplished. He's the Amitabh Bachchan that, everybody accords him the place he deserves as an actor, as a creative person. And, even with him, you'll find 105% of praise, and yet there will be that 1% or whatever degree of people wanting to nitpick and point. And it's conduct that speaks volumes and just teaches you so much. That is, even in all that praise and adulation, you see, he never loses sight in his humility, in his gratitude, and his endeavor to continue pursuing the craft. He's never laid back and lackadaisical about the kind of response he evokes. And whenever there's criticism come his way, he'll acknowledge it. He will use it if necessary, embrace it, and work on it effectively. Even in the case of Ramu, what I have observed in the recent months of especially interacting with the media through, the promotion for Sarkar Raj, I've observed that, he is a man of few words.
Yeah.
He's got a wicked sense of humor that not everybody gets. So even when he's, taking the mickey of himself and his own movie, not everybody gets it. And people have really gone after him for arg, be it members of the audience if they haven't liked it or members of the media. It's a free world. You're allowed to give your opinion. But what you have to admire and appreciate is the fact that he acknowledges his mistake. He has never stepped back from it. He said, yeah, I was ambitious. It was my ambition to make this. I've done it. But he has moved on to make his next piece of cinema. I think it's important to focus on that. And from there on, he's not a person who has not confronted the criticism to the face of it, or tried to brush it under the carpet, or gotten unnecessarily defensive. So acknowledge that and give him his due, and now focus on his next piece of work.
Another thing, if I may, is I feel what happens a lot of the time, and I'm not saying it's anything deliberate, but it's just the nature of the beast, is once something is said or written, that's lodged down as the truth. And I'm being protective over here of my wife, my beautiful wife. But when she first came into the industry, yes, she was Miss World. Yes, she still is the most beautiful woman on earth.
That's
but
my husband
that's
speaking.
that's something that stuck with her, and there's no denying that. As an audience, I think a lot of her charm is the fact that is her beauty and her demeanor, but that should not take away from her performance capabilities. And they always say that she's only about good looks and she's very plastic, but actually, if you go to see, and now I'm not speaking like a husband, I'm speaking as a co-star and an actor. If you go to see, she happens to have done some of the most daring kind of roles that an actor who's basically meant to have been known only for her beauty could have done. She's been the least vain about her looks. She has done a movie like Provoked. She has done a Choker Bali, a Raincoat. She's done a Guru. She's done movies which don't focus on her beauty but focus on her talent. But that's never recognized. I've never understood that. I think just because it's been written once that she's known for beauty, so that's it. But if you go to see, I don't know many actors who, if their calling card is their beauty, would put in all their efforts to do movies which did not focus on their beauty. I mean, if you see Raincoat, it wasn't about a beautiful woman. I mean, she had no makeup on, she was dressed shabbily. I think it takes a lot of guts, but that will never be noticed. Even if you take a movie like Jodha Akbar, which I thought was divine, she looks stunning in it. I have always said that her and Hrithik make a regal couple. But why do they not move beyond just that, they looked fantastic? I think they both performed beautifully. And to take on a role of Jodha Bai and to do it with such dignity without being vain about it, I think is very tough. And I think she did it brilliantly. So I wish the audience... I hope
I could sit here for hours. Thank you, baby.
I hope the audience, and from hearing comments from like what Geet said, it reassures you that it is making sense. But I just feel that people should be a bit more responsible when they add these and stick us with these adages or epithets, that they say that she's this and he's that. I remember, and I'm not using this as a platform to clarify, but I remember over the past year, I came under a lot of scrutiny and flack from the media, and one journalist in particular who has a lot of affinity towards me, saying that he's become this fat slob and he's let loose and all. And what's really unfortunate is that you're not bothered because you just want to sensationalize everything. You're not bothered about what the actor is doing. Ramu and me decided that Shankar Nagre needed to be a bit heavier than he was in part one, because that would show in his body language, would show that he's achieved something. His father says in the start of the movie, in the last 3 years, he's achieved a lot more.
Growth and transition.
So we wanted to show that. In Guru, I put on 12 kilos for the film. I lost it for Jhoom.
Who does that right in the prime of when you can be doing glamour stuff?
I lost it for Jhoom, but Abu Jhoom put some weight on again. But see, people won't look into that. That's why I think it's very tricky where you walk a fine balance between being a public figure and being an actor. Do we have to be stars all the time, or are we meant to be actors?
Genuinely love what we do.
And I think when you see Sarkar Raj, I don't think the weight is going to... It'll just flow in seamlessly with the film because you'll understand why it's been done. But now a common person on the side who's got the ability and got the right to pass comment would say, he's become a fat slob. I'm pretty sure you'll have said that to me as well. And
I want to know,
which is fine, but at the end of the day, do you know why they're doing it? Do you criticize other actors in the West for when they're looking shabby when they're doing for a film?
I know, and I'm going to sound a little bit pointed here. It's not the intention to any any of our colleagues, but about perception, and that's why I'm going to say something really pointed here. It is, are you saying when people work on themselves for the apparent, be it cosmetically or be it otherwise, is that really to improve upon your acting abilities? I mean, why get after people? Well, for me, I have nothing to do with my looks. I thank God that dad asked mum to marry him, and that's it. You know, genetically something came together, and that seems to work for what I do. And it's about perception. Okay, great. Thank you very much for everyone's generosity and appreciation. I have nothing to do with it. And when people, you know, are going out there and trying to get a ripped body.
I was in front of the mirror every day.
Devil, you know that's not you. You don't give me a minute. Come on, girls, you all know it. You know how your husbands can get move it. It's time to leave. You know, you don't get a minute, and you just kind of delude yourself that you put
I
yourself
spend no
together.
time.
Fine.
I don't even shave. So what's the problem?
If only I could tell them.
We call it the burden of beauty.
No, but seriously, I mean, I really appreciate. It's not because you've just praised me, baby, but I've always said this that Abhishek takes on risks. He has never sat back on the comfort of what people assume comes with the fact that he's his father's son. Right from the beginning, watch the mantle that he has donned, and that is the expectation of being his father's son with such dignity, restraint, and no, it's true. And he has constantly tried to work with cinema, and that's something I genuinely appreciate and respect, and that's something that we love to do.
Thank you. Now that we've praised ourselves enough, let's have some fun. So, how do you think people are dressed on the green carpet yesterday, guys?
God.
Yeah, where'd you get your sari from?
You were dying to ask that, weren't you?
We have to talk about your
They were
kind of
dying.
about.
You all got lucky because you all were standing behind a black barricade. I would have gone at you. I'm telling you.
No,
how about
you know
you
what a
commenting on what we were
fashionista
wearing?
he is, and he loves
Because I know
all
you're
this.
going to do it behind our back, so might as well do it in front of us.
Well,
Your sari
your
was
sari was
gorgeous.
lovely.
And face-
Shobha, eat your heart out. Yes.
Please note they have said nothing about what I was wearing.
Okay, nice suit.
Very nice. Subtle.
Guys.
It was like fitted, the shoulders,
Sure, so
strong,
we were in the same
muscular.
zone?
Yeah. But
Yes,
you were-
absolutely.
no, you were in the A zone. We liked. You've got the Raj and Pablo thumbs up for dressing.
There we go.
We liked that. But there was a few people who. Can we slag anybody off?
Can we use that word?
No, we were not allowed to.
That's the stuff y'all can do behind our backs.
We've got some text messages here. Ash, you're worth it. That's
I
from
know.
Peter. Okay.
That's for the football thing.
How's married life, guys? How's life
You can
changed?
see?
Yeah.
Very happy? Everything
tell us.
going hunky-dory?
Oh, most definitely.
Have you had to change any bad habits? Like, is it kind of don't leave your socks lying on the floor?
Too soon. I haven't noticed any.
No?
No.
And why are you buying a house in Dubai? Why not buy in London, where Chelsea is?
Chalo, thank you for the welcome.
Show us some prime real estate. We'll check it out.
Do you know what? I am going to hide behind Pablo now. That's what I'm going to do.
The other question on everybody's lips is, are we thinking babies yet?
Aren't you? Y'all are all the
Are
time.
You're
Y'all are
thinking babies?
all the time.
Pablo's pregnant. Okay, that's what I am.
Twins, honey?
Yeah.
Triplets. Are we planning anything? Or are we thinking, we're going to carry on with work?
Please specify you, because
this
y'all
is
are
the most
all the
famous,
time.
the most famous question we've been asked and most popular question we've been asked over the last 6 months and over the last 1 year and
Here's
even
a
before
man,
we were
here's a
married.
woman who got married.
We're married. We're very happy. We're very busy doing what we're doing. We're not thinking about a family as of now. We'd love to start a family. I think it's a natural progression.
There's no
We
plan
look
to it.
forward
It
to
will
it,
happen
but
when it's
we've
meant to be.
decided that we don't want to plan these things. When it's intended by God, it will happen.
True.
And that's when we'll be most happy and overjoyed and tell the world. So please stop
And
making
we'll
up
never
pregnant.
be able to keep that secret. So we're not going to try.
Yeah, you know.
There you go.
It kind of becomes
There you go.
visually apparent. We can't just say, oh, she just put on weight. You'll know.
In one direction, I don't think that'll happen. It can happen all around.
Okay, what is the best gift he's given you, and what's the best gift she's given you? And we're not talking love here. We're talking jewelry.
We're talking
clothes.
materialistic.
Because it's Raj and Pablo.
Sorry, honey. I'm just going to say genuinely togetherness. I'm just glad we have a lifetime together.
Beat that, Abhishek.
Go on.
I'm trying. I'm thinking of something. I think. Okay, I'll tell you. I'm gonna do this. Something that was truly very, very special was when we were dating. She knew that I'm a huge fan of Nelly, the rapper.
Yeah.
And there's this one song of his called Dilemma, which I used to like very much. And she actually got me a mic of his, autographed by him, which I thought was really cool for a Valentine's. Yeah.
Really?
And that was really special because I thought she went out of her way. I mean, although it is expensive and all that, but I know the usual gifts are the ones that you can get. But I thought she really worked hard on this one and
The significance to Dilemma. The song.
Huh?
The significance to that song.
Unless you want to rap it for us.
No. No, I thought it was very sweet. I mean, yeah, we love each other a lot, and you do the requisite stuff. But I just felt that when you go that extra mile and do something special, it means a lot, and I thought it was very sweet. I was even more impressed that she knew Nelly.
And for yourself, what's your next film?
Yeah, that too. Well, in terms of movies that I'd completed was Jodha Akbar, Sarkar Raj, and now Pink Panther. These are my completed movies. So Pink Panther, they have slated for, I think, February. That's the way it reads right now. Yeah. So if there's any change of date, we'll know. And then I'm to start now, new work. I'm working on new films now.
I like the outfits in Jodha Akbar as well.
Yeah.
Yours were great, but Ritik's were really good. I wanted some of those too. And we've got a text message here that we're going to get Sheetal to read out.
I can't send it.
We can't get it over here.
Go then.
Manveer from Newcastle says, "Hi guys, can you please ask Ash and Abhi what dialogues they say to each other in their romantic time?"
We don't say dialogues, we speak to each other. Or we don't, and there's volume said.
She tells me to go get tea for her. I'm kidding.
What, like in Sarkar Raj?
Yeah.
Like in Sarkar
She's
Raj?
like,
That's when he's kidding. That's when he's kidding.
Ek cup chai.
No,
Right, guys.
shockingly, it's people don't really believe
It's
it,
the
but
other
we're
way
very
around.
normal. Stop it. We're very normal. It's a normal relationship.
Do you want to give a
It's
message
real.
to
That's
your,
the best part.
Do you want to
It's
give a
real.
message to your fans? Because we can see that we've got a... are you rushing off somewhere? Shopping?
Yeah.
Shopping?
No.
What, rehearsals?
We've got some more press to do, so
Yeah.
we're going to be rushing off for that.
But thank you so much for talking to us. A
And
quick
one
message
final
for your
word
fans.
to all the fans.
We love you all. Thank you for your love, your support, and just this incredible response, reactions, your blessings. It means so much to us. Very precious. Love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Most definitely. We'll never be able to say it enough or repay you in kind. All we can do is to try and do work that
And
will
we'll be
please you
coming
all.
to the show, so maybe that's when we can see you guys at the end of
That's
August.
right, end of August we'll be in
London.
England.
So yeah,
Let's quickly...
We'll-
which is always the
we're-
best chance to actually see you all in person. So that's
we're
something
going to be
looking
bringing our
forward to.
show, The Unforgettable Tour, with to England at the end of August after we finish our leg in North America. I'm very
And
excited.
Canada.
The whole family is very excited because I've never been on a show. They've been
Yeah, I
before.
have to tell you guys, Pa is coming back after years. Abhishek has never been on a world tour, and I keep telling him about how much fun it is, how incredible you all are. So, keep the faith. Guys.
So can we see you live at the TV Centre with us in August?
We'll try our
We'll
best.
check with the organisers, but I'm sure we'll see
That
you
should
there.
be
You guys
fun.
will be there at the
That
show.
should be
We'll
fun.
see you backstage.
We'll try
if
and
not
work
at the
that out, but
centre.
we're excited about that because I
If
think,
not at the centre, we'll see you backstage.
like Ash keeps saying, it's a great way to connect with the fans and the audiences.
Yeah,
and if they love you,
I
they'll
love
shower their love on you. If not, they'll shower other stuff on you. But it's
We'll know,
nonetheless,
because we're
we're looking
honest.
forward to coming out to England and entertaining the fans.
Guys, thank you.
Thank
very
you,
much.
guys.
Enjoy the rest of the
Yes. Pleasure and a privilege.
Pleasure was
Listening
ours.
to Love
See you
Bollywood
all.
with Raj and Pablo. We're coming live from Bangkok on...